what I am excited to talk about with you today, Casey, is Canopy Connect. It's been a pretty exciting way to extract deck pages. So uh, very happy to talk to you. You've been very helpful to me over the last several weeks since we've been talking about Canopy Connect, and I've had occasion to use it, and I have found it to be very helpful. And I have found that I think that this is a tool that will be very, very helpful to our retail agents. So I want to thank you for the just absolute A1 support that you've given us, and you've given agents that I have referred to you, and this is why we're having the call. But I also want to recognize Jamie Depot, our agency relations manager, who was instrumental in putting this together and instrumental in getting a lot of the things that get done around Chenango brokers. So this is another tool in Jamie's arsenal. So thank you both. For those of you who don't know exactly what Canopy Connect is, I'm just going to give my little 2 cents because I've been playing around with it. I've tested it with a few people, and I really, really think it's a valuable tool for those of us who want to grow in this hard market. We've all had that conversation with a prospect, whether it be personal or commercial. They give you everything you need, and you say to them, I got to have your deck page. Well, what's a deck page? I don't have one of those. Or my dog ate it. Or, oh, God, I don't want to call my agency. It's so uncomfortable. I played golf with the guy last week. It takes all that out of that. What this does is you're able to text your prospect a link. And I don't care if you're talking about house and car insurance or if you're talking about small commercial for your, BOP, workers' comp, general liability, commercial auto, et cetera, other lines. There's 2 different pricing plans. One is for personal lines, one's for commercial lines. But you've now just taken, number one, that objection off the table. But number 2, if you're in the habit of not having prior deck pages in your file, and it kind of gives you a little insulation from an errors of omission standpoint too. So this is a tremendous service. I think it'll help you close more deals. And with that, for the first time in my life, I'll shut my mouth. Casey.
Really appreciate that intro there, John. And just like John said, we can get you everything that current carrier has for your prospect. See, there's no more guessing games. There's no more, that uneasiness of the consumer having to go to their current agent to get information that lives digitally online that they could easily get right over to you in the click of a button from Canopy Connect. We create you a custom link. You send it to the prospect. They click on it. They select their current carrier. All they have to do is put in their username and password, and we're able to get you deck pages, renewals, IDs, and most importantly, we can get you any claims, any losses that they have with the carrier. So you're able to identify, hey, is Casey a good fit for the agency, or maybe he forgot to tell you about some accidents he was in. You're going to be able to identify that right there on the first call. So no more, spending, maybe 40 minutes on the phone with that personalized prospect, only find out, after you run the MBR, they're not a good fit, or even worse, you're working with a small, a commercial prospect with their BOP, their workers' comp. Takes a while to get those losses. Maybe you're on touch point number 15. You finally get to take a look at Frank's losses, and it looks like maybe his new driver had a pretty bad accident on the freeway and kind of disqualifies him for the carriers you were already thinking about. Now, would love to show you guys how it works, and we can dive right into Q&A so you guys can ask questions about it. Let me share my screen here with you guys, and I'll show you what we got here. This here would be exactly what the prospect's going to see when they click on your Canopy Connect link. Each link is nice and unique, so each teammate or agency will have their own. You can put their headshot right here, company logo, whatever you prefer. We go over how everything's encrypted end to end so the consumer doesn't have to worry about their private data. You can send this link via text message, email, post on social media. We also make a QR code so you can put it on your business cards. Next time you're at a baseball game, wedding, meet a prospect, wants to get a quote, traditionally, we just give them a business card. Hope they call us the next day. Now we can hand them that business card, have them flip it over, have them scan the QR code, walk them through the process here. Next day, we're going to have everything we need to close that prospect. We're going to have their deck pages, their renewals, IDs, claims, everything directly from the carrier. We can also embed this on your website as a clickable button. We have Join Freedom here. They have a nice pitch here at the top why the prospect should click on their button. Prospect clicks on the button, pops up a little widget. When they're done, they're still on your website. So it doesn't take away from your website. They're right there. So you don't have to worry about that web traffic ever leaving your domain. Here, prospect clicks continue. That's when we populate all of the carriers. We can get information from 260 different personal line carriers and 132 different commercial carriers. Prospect can easily scroll through all these different carriers that we can, easily grab information from that we support, or simply just type in their carrier's name right there in the search bar. They simply select that carrier. All they need to do here is put in that username and password. If they're using a password manager, very, very simple for the consumer. They just select that username and password, hit submit here, and you're going to get everything that carrier has. Now, let's say they don't have an online account. They don't know that password. No problem at all. It's all automated. Super simple for the consumer. They have a couple choices here. If they forgot that password, they can click here. If they've never created an account, they can easily create one right there from your link. Takes them directly to the carrier site. And now they're in the hands of the Hartford, and the Hartford is going to do everything they can to help that consumer to log right into their account, to set up that account. You can see here, it's going to be very, very simple for the consumer. Very easy for them to do. Takes them about 2 minutes. When they're done, they come right back here. They hit submit, and we're able to get you everything that current carrier has. And we're able to get it very, very quickly. From the top 60 market share carrier, we get it in about 60 seconds for you. You'll get an email letting you know consumers ready for review. You just click on the email, takes you right here to your Canopy dashboard. Under submissions, that's where you'll be able to see your prospects. I actually ran my own data. So let's see what you get from a real person. When we click on me, you can see you get my name, email, phone number, address here, and then summaries of my policies. You can just click on those. Here we got my renters. You have everything the carrier has, my address, coverages, what I'm paying, effective date, policy number, so you can help me cancel that policy. Below, we even get you information directly from the county assessor. We're able to get you property information, building information, value information, all directly from there. So we get you, year built, square footage, estimator cost, even, hey, is there a fireplace? How many fireplaces do they have? Below, you'll have my auto information. You'll have full breakdown of all my vehicles from years, makes, models, VINs. You'll have everything here. And most importantly, what I'm not covered for. So you can easily come into that conversation, highlighting the value from your agency, exposing the gaps for that consumer, because most likely they're just not aware of those gaps. Now you're coming in, showing them how you're able to help their family and how your agency is the best choice. You'll have drivers here listed out by name, date of birth, age, driver's license number, and you'll have any driving records, any claims they have with the carrier. You're going to be able to see, hey, is Casey a good fit for my agency? Or maybe he forgot to tell you some stuff. Never again spending 40 minutes on the phone with the wrong prospect. You're able to get that right there on that first initial touch point. So you don't waste the money on an MBR. Maybe you wouldn't have gone with Casey here if you would have seen this information. We can also send this info right into your EZNIX or PL rating. We have direct integrations right in those systems. Click of a button, we're able to get 90% of the information you need right into the rating system there. We also have the documents here directly from the carrier in PDF file form. When we click on my auto here, you can see this is my actual auto declaration page from the horse's mouth. If you're competing against a AAA, a Farm Bureau, someone that doesn't report, you're going to have everything here to easily send right over to underwriting. You're even going to have, the mortgagee information, lien holder information. So the consumer, maybe they have a Toyota here. They got a Toyota dealership. They just assume the loan's from the Toyota dealership. Reality, it's from a credit union. You're going to have all the information here, so the consumer doesn't have to try to dig up any of those documents. It'll be right there at your fingertips. Here on my renter's policy, you can see you get the full policy. So if we were looking at a homeowner's policy, you would have all the, endorsements. And most importantly, all the exclusions, everything that they're not covered for. Maybe they don't have wind and hail damage. Maybe they don't have storm water backup. All great talking points to easily come into the consumer to help them out, to show them how you can get them the best value and the best coverage that they're needing. Now, this is exactly what you'd see on a personal line side. Let me show you what it would look like for a commercial prospect. I can't show you a real commercial prospect, unfortunately, because I don't have commercial and data laws and such, but Clark Kent here, he said I can show you his Hartford. So when we click here on Clark Kent, you can see it's structured just like my information, except it's going to have workers' comp information. It's going to have business owner information. Just like we saw on my renters there, you're going to get any information that we're able to get on those buildings and assets. The commercial auto, we're going to hit all the info there. We had one come across the other day, had 60 VIN numbers attached to it. Never fun just getting a couple VIN numbers for a home and household that you're quoting. Super not fun when it comes to a commercial, and they got 60, maybe even 100 trucks in that fleet. And Frank forgets, forgets a couple digits on that VIN, and now you're having to rely on pictures he's sending over that he's taken from his cell phone camera. You have drivers listed out just like before, and most importantly, any losses you're going to have directly from the carrier. So you're able to identify if they're a good fit for your agency, or maybe that warehouse might have had one too many break-ins along the way there. And that's pretty much what I got here for you guys. Really appreciate, you taking the time out of your day to jump on the call to learn more about Canopy Connect. Now here, I would love to dive into Q&A, go over any questions that you guys may have for me. Right, we just had someone ask, how does this work? So essentially, we just, create you a custom link. You send the link out to your consumer. They click on the link. They select their current carrier from 260 different personal line carriers, or from 132 different commercial line carriers. They simply put in their username and password that they already have with that current carrier, hit submit, and we're able to get you all that information I showed you before, from deck pages, renewals, IDs, claims, incidents. If they don't have all an account, they can easily create one right from your link. Step by step, it's all automated and walks them right through the whole process there. And Tony asked, it does pull in personal or business information. So we can get you, workers' comp, BOP, essentially anything that carrier has commercial-wise for the consumer. We can get you full information from that carrier. Oh, Daisy was asking what the damage is. Oh, well, John here, he was able to get you a nice little discount for anybody that's on the webinar. We'll share that with you here just a second. Just want to go over a few more questions here, and we'll dive right into pricing there for you there, Daisy.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. For the ability to be able to close deals quickly, I just looked at the attendee list. I know many of you. Got to tell you, we all know what's going on in the marketplace. I don't care if it's personal lines or commercial. People are out there shopping around. They're getting whacked by their insurance companies, and we all know why the insurance companies are raising rates. This is a tool that's going to help you get the information into your hands immediately, so that you can do the best job for your customer, protect your agency from an E&O, and be miles ahead of the competition. Now, I got to tell you something. I'm known more, I think, for marketing than understanding a hell of a lot of insurance. But and I like the Clark Kent emails from a man who dresses up like Superman. But in any case, I'm sitting here thinking with the QR code, the fun that one could have in social media, in business cards, in being able to text that QR code to somebody. And I'm not suggesting mass texting, because it'll get you in a lot of trouble. But and you and Casey as well. But there are just all sorts of possibilities here that can be done with this. and the underwriting info alone, to never have to send somebody an incomplete application again. All of these are assets. So, Casey, I'll turn it back to you.
Fantastic there, John. And you totally touched on something else. What if somebody, tries to claim you gave them worse off insurance 5 years down the road and they try to sue you? You don't have the deck page from the current carrier. You can't get it from their previous carrier. It's impossible. Guess what? Canopy Connect already got that for you. You have that in your documents. You're able to email it right back to them and show them, hey, I gave you better coverage.
Well, and the other thing you've got too is from from the marketing standpoint, if you don't sell it now, you've got this information. If you want to go back and remarket it, you may not have the current up-to-date information for last year, but you're going to be able to look at this thing and say, is this something I want to go out and throw some bait out and fish for next year? Again, whether it's a CPP, a BOP, or a home and auto account.
Exactly. It allows you to come right back to it. Maybe, you competed against somebody that had State Farm and you didn't win them for some reason. Maybe they had a really good rate at that
because
point.
State Farm doesn't know how to rate. It was improperly rated, of course.
Exactly. And then all of a sudden it gets adjusted. Now the consumer is like, hold on a second, why is my bill $1,000 more? You're able to come right back to them and show them how you can help them out. All of a sudden they take a rate increase. You see that, you're able to go right back to all those
Right.
consumers that you quoted before that maybe you weren't competitive with. Now you're blowing them out the water.
Correct. Was there a question I just saw posted there?
Yeah, it looks like Todd just asked a question. How does it work? How long does it take to get set up? Very easy to set up. Our product is extremely quick to set up. We can actually have you rock and rolling in about 5 to 10 minutes. Even ask John. We got him up and going extremely fast on the same call we had we had a demo on.
Yeah, it was relatively easy. My techno abilities are far inferior to most. That was why I was late for the call 3 years into these things. And Casey and the online support team have both been fantastic about helping. When I say the online support team, there's a chat feature. It's not available 24 hours a day, but it is available most of the time. Maybe I caught them on a holiday, but the support has been fantastic. I am wholeheartedly behind this thing, and I see it as a way. I've been preaching for a long time to get agents to use our websites to do the rating. We're about to unveil our white-labeled free SEMSI commercial lines rater. We've already got our personal lines rater out there. But the more information that you are armed with, the quicker you're going to get complete quotes also from the companies like Chenango who provide online rating. You're going to find that your conversion rate, your accuracy rate, everything is going to be much better by having data is power, speed is power. This is all going to arm you to close more prospects, again, both personal and commercial, a lot faster.
Casey, I see in there that Lori Williams asked, did she hear correct? Each individual CSR would have their own Canopy Connect?
Exactly. Thank you for Jamie. I was trying to type her a message back there. Yes, Lori. Each teammate will have their own Canopy Connect link that they can send out to the consumer with their own headshot. Let me share my screen again so we can take a look at exactly what that would look like for the consumer here. So here, this would be an example of the Canopy Connect link, and each teammate can have their own link. So they can easily have their own headshot here. And the beauty of the Canopy Connect, you can even make these links for referral partners. It could be, one for your real estate agent, one for a loan officer. You can easily make as many links as you want for teammates at the agency to use and teammates outside the agency to use, so they can start bringing in even more hot leads for you. And the beauty with these links, you're able to easily track these links and see what the conversion rate's looking like. So when you go to your links here, this is where you can manage all those links. You could have as many links as you want. We don't charge you by the link here. So everybody can have one that you can think of under the sun. Each link you can easily track to see what kind of conversion rates you're getting from that link. And you can make these links all nice and unique to each teammate. Just by clicking on the little edit button here, you can easily change that link to exactly what you want it to be, from what the consumer is going to see for a link URL to the headshot of that teammate, your company logo, and then all the verbiage the consumer sees. You could easily change the verbiage here to make sure it's exactly what you want coming from the agency. Now, each link also has its own QR code. Each QR code is nice and unique. So each teammate's link could be on their business card. So when they're out and about, they could have prospects scan that for you. And to use it, you just download it here by clicking on it, downloads right to your computer, and you're easily able to put those right on to your business cards for this consumers to utilize and see.
That's huge.
Thank you there, John.
The ability to track close ratio from various referral partners alone, from a marketing standpoint. I mean, I'm a wholesaler, but I run retail agencies all my life. And I get this stuff. I have a lot of friends who are agents, all of you, obviously. And I understand that you need to be able to track not only productivity within your own office, but it's nice to track the productivity of these referral partners. You can be juicing a car salesman or a mortgage broker all you want, but if people are calling and they're not closing, are you really sure about it? This is a great way to be able to track those and have the data, which it should give you a much higher likelihood of closing to begin with.
Exactly. Having that data, right in your hands there, John, is key. Whoever has the most data at the end of the day is going to win, and you're going to have everything that current carrier has. So you're going to be able to expose all the gaps. No more relying on what the consumer, may believe they have coverage for, or maybe what they think they're paying. You're going to be able to see exactly what they have, and how to come to that conversation.
Right.
How are you going to be able to expose those gaps?
And Jamie just answered another question. I was just thinking of somebody just asked about the ability to link this to either PL Rate or Easy Links. You want to take that?
Correct. So we can get this information right into your Easy Links, your PL rating. Let me show you what that would look like when you transfer it over. Let me share my screen here again, and we'll go back to submissions here. And then we'll pull myself up and we'll push me into Easy Links so you can see what actually happens when you do that. So here, you click on the prospect, scroll down, and then you have a button here to submit it to Easy Links. You can click Auto, Home, Package, hit the little submit button here, and that will automatically prompt you to log into your Easy Links. You just need to put in your Easy Links username and password, hit the little login button here, and then all that information, boom, gets transferred right into your Easy Links system. You can see here, it's getting in my name, my, date of birth, my driver's license number. It's going to get 90% of what you need to quote that consumer right into the Easy Links system on the personal line side here. The 10% we don't get in, unfortunately, would be the gender, marital status, or like occupation. A lot of the deck pages don't really have that, so usually we can't get that in there. Unfortunately, we're trying to figure out a solution for that, but 90% is pretty good. You're going to get their address here, and then below you get their phone numbers, their email right in there. And here you can see with the cup, it's not sure what the relationship is there. You just click on domestic partner so we can continue on here. We scroll down, click to go to auto. That will take us right to the auto quote. It's going to be already pushing in my previous information from my previous carrier here. It's going to get those drivers right in there as well for you with the names, dates of birth there, their driver's license numbers in here for you. Also get the vehicles in. You can see here, it's pushing in, the VIN numbers here. Got the VIN numbers in there, years, makes, models of those vehicles. We have the incidents here. Any accidents or incidents they may have, we'll push right in there. You'll have their coverages right here directly from the carrier. You can also set this up so we'll push in your coverages, what you want the consumer to have, and we're not relying on that current carrier.
Casey, they asked if it would roll into commercial as well.
Oh, got it. For the commercial side, we're still working on that. We're working with Tarmica there from the applied folks there. So hopefully we'll be getting into the applied. Right now, it doesn't go into the easy links on the commercial side, but for the personal line side, we can easily get it right in there for you guys.
Does it roll over commercially to any of the commercial rating vendors such as SEMC?
We are talking to SEMC right now, so we're hoping, fingers crossed, we can get something going over there sooner than later.
That would be great, since we've got a white label coming very shortly with them and a partnership with you. It would be absolutely fantastic to be able to do both.
That would be epic there, John. If you wouldn't mind, if you could do a quick intro to me and your SEMC guy, that'd be fantastic. Just so we can make sure we can get the ball rolling a little bit faster down the hill.
As soon as we get off the phone.
Thank you there, John. Appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you a ton there.
This has all been great.
I really appreciate all the questions from everybody on the call here. It makes me know that I'm doing my job right here. When I hear crickets, I know I'm not doing my job up here. And really appreciate those questions coming in here. And it looks like Todd had a question here coming in. Say like, maybe you run their their personal lines or their commercial with one carrier, and they have insurance with another carrier. They would need to submit with that other carrier so we can get that information as well. But we actually ask them right at the end, hey, do you have insurance with another carrier? And you just click a button, brings them right back to the beginning, so they can easily select that other carrier. Maybe they have, their business with the Hartford, and they have personal with, Allstate. They can easily select another carrier and get you all the information over, so you can bring over their business and their personal lines as well to the agency. No problem at all with the same link.
Casey, something I just thought of here that I see the perspective of maybe selfishly, for when our agency friends here do business with Chenango, we represent a lot of carriers who are not on SEMC or on PL Rater. And we wind up with a lot of incomplete applications in general anyway. So by Canopy Connect being able to pull all the property data, and then we get the prior insurance data, and when this gets bridged over into PL Rater, even if it's a market that, say, we have all the national carriers that currently still want to be on the PL Raters, on the Rater, but we have a bunch of co-ops and small mutuals, particularly in the Northeast, the regional carriers. You've just given me all of that public data information about the property, plus the prior insurance. The agent has bridged that over from Canopy Connect to PL Rater, which is what we use for our consumer-facing portal for agents to get quotes on for personal lines. But they have just bridged all of that over and dumped it into Chenango's PL Rater, and they have given us the data behind the scenes in a format that now we can take that to some of those other carriers that we have who are not on the rating systems. And quite frankly, what we're after in putting all of this together is efficiency. My new business team members are getting a little tired of going back and forth for missing information, and we've invested a lot of money in rating portals. We've tweaked, we've tested, we've redone, and now we've got the SEMC branded rating portal coming for commercial lines this month. We've got a portal out there for personal lines. We've got a portal for life insurance, and we've now given agents the ability to do business with Chenango seamlessly, and then added tools like Canopy Connect to just make it that much more efficient for everybody. And they've got this info, whether they're going to use it with my carriers or their own, but it's there.
Exactly.
I guess everybody's waiting to hear, what's this cost so I can pay for it and get moving with it? And that's the big question, it looks like, on a lot of people's minds. So let it rip, Casey. Tell them what the deal is.
You got it there, Jamie. Let me share my screen here with you guys, and we'll dive right into the pricing. Here, right here on our pricing page, if you just go to usecanopy.com, click on the sign up button here, it'll take you right here to the same page. If you just scroll down, you can see you get a 14-day free trial on all of our plans. The plans range anywhere from $100 to $600 a month, depending on what the needs are for the agency, essentially. We're just monthly billing. So there's no contract involved with Canopy Connect. Here we have the plus. That includes 10 users, 125 personal line data pools, direct integration to the easy links, PL rating. We're going to have many more other integrations coming down the pipeline, like Agency Zoom and many of others. Here, we also get you enriched property data. Like I was showing you with my renter's policy, we're able to get you square footage, year built, estimator costs, and tons of other information there. It's only $250 a month. Then we also have the starter here. Great way to test this out. Get your feet wet, see if we're a good fit for you. It's only $100 a month. Yet again, no contract, cancel at any time, includes 5 users and 50 personal line data pools. And then for people that are interested in commercial, we have the Duo. That includes everything the starter has. So you get the 5 users, 50 personal line data pools, and 20 commercial line data pools. We're able to get you everything the carrier has, even any losses that they have with the carrier as well. So you're able to identify if they're going to be a good fit for you. And then we have the complete. It offers everything. It gives you everything the plus has. It gives you that 10 users, 125 personal line data pools, plus 50 commercial line data pools. And then if you're just doing commercial, we also have commercial as a standalone product. Just commercial here includes 10 users, 50 commercial line data pools, includes any losses that we're able to get from the carrier, enriched property data like I was showing you, and it's just $500 a month. The beauty of Canopy Connect is you're not locked into any of these plans. So you can easily move around between any of these plans at any moment in time to find a good fit for your agency. Now, the promo code here that I'm going to share with you guys is going to get you guys $50 off any one of these plans that you sign up for. And it's very easy. It's just Chenango 50. And you just type that right in on our sign up page here, and it will get you that promo. And I'll also drop the promo code into the chat here, so then you guys don't have to try to dig that up or anything. I'll grab that for you guys and drop it right in here. While I'm doing that, would love to go over any questions that you guys may have for me. Since we've gone over quite a lot here on the call. And I just dropped the promo code into the chat there, and also dropped the pricing page in here, and then I'll put my my contact information so you guys can easily get a hold of me anytime to chat. I'll drop my my personal cell here, so you can call that, text it, and I'll also put in my email here so you can easily email me anytime to go over any questions you guys may have about the Canopy Connect product here.
Casey, this has been a fabulous call. Thank you. I learned something every time I talk to you, and I guess the day we stop learning is the day they're going to plant us. So I learned some things today that I can certainly share with people. I think you've delivered a lot of value here. I think the product delivers a lot of value, and I think for those who are going to do a better job for their insurance, do a better job for their agencies, they're going to close more business and they'll make more money. I think this is, there's a lot of products that come along. There's a lot of gurus that come along out there. This is an affordable product. It works. I've used it. I've tested it. I've been on, I watched on the consumer side when I tested it with somebody, and I think you got a very worthwhile thing here. And I think an individual agency needs to decide, are we primarily personal? Are we primary commercial? Or maybe are we one of those personal lines agencies who has just seen, personal lines go straight to hell, pardon my expression, and we'd like to dabble in commercial. And this is a great way to be able to get the questions and not look stupid to the public. So nobody looks stupid ever. There are no stupid questions. The fact that you want to do this and learn more and do better is a good thing. We're happy to bring this to you. Chenango is very proud to partner with Canopy and all of you. So thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you all for coming. Really appreciate you, John, for having me here and introducing me to your flock. Very, very appreciative there. And just like John said, maybe, you have some new producers that, they're not as seasoned as you. They don't know the lingo like you. Canopy Connect gets them right up to your level because it gets them all the information from the current carrier, and then you just teach them how to poke holes in it. So then they look just like you every time they're out there talking to a prospect. They have that seasoned veteran, just like you, the agency owner. And really appreciate you guys taking the time here. If you have any additional questions, feel free to email me, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me a smoke signal. I'm right here for you guys. And thank you so much for jumping on the call. You guys have a great day, and thank you so much.
Thanks, Casey. Thanks, everybody.
See you guys. Bye, everybody.